But just to give you a very brief introduction about Konvergenz and where we are today, because we've had quite a bit of developments in the last few years. So we started off in 2009 in Canada by the founder and the CEO today, an ex-IBM, as a service company focused around delivering services to customers. That tells you we are indeed experts around service delivery. We came to Kenya and incorporated in 2014. So it's been a journey since then, starting off with just 4 employees to a solid over 60. Yeah, we probably don't even keep track of the numbers because we have always new faces every other day.
And ultimately what we do is provide technology platforms and then protect those technology platforms. So what is the biggest challenge to data protection? I think this is what keeps almost all of us, and specifically the infra and the cybersecurity teams up at night. Malware and the new form of it, and the most lethal form of it, ransomware, that can come both from inside and outside, accidental or intentional. So, and that's very important to note. It's not necessarily malicious. It's not necessarily external. It could be internal and could be unintentional. And your controls must have that in mind. And we promise you 3 things, period. That the solutions we bring you are the top. They must be the top. There's no solution that Konvergenz carry that is not being verified to be by the top, that you as yourself will be able to verify by the top by using the third-party analytics, Forrester, Gartner, etc.
Now, there's often big confusion between the space of, say, access governance, identity security, and access management. Because ultimately, we are controlling who has access to what, so we are managing access. SailPoint is the only true multi-tenant SaaS solution out there in this particular space. If I take that back to the analogy of a building, then you're really looking at, okay, so the person goes into the building. Now I've got all these rooms on all these different floors. What should this person be able to access? So in this example, I've got a salesperson. That salesperson sits in EMEA. That salesperson is in the UK team. And that salesperson has access to reading contracts and creating some deals. That's the only access that person needs to perform his job. So therefore, he should not have access to any of the other regions' data. This principle is called least privilege access. And that's what we all strive to implement in our environments, or at least we should strive to implement into our environments. If you want to prevent fraud, you got to make sure that there's different people handling those specific approvals and transactions. So otherwise, right, I would create my own commissions and I would approve my own commissions and I'll be very rich very quickly. And to some that may be a business model, but for the average business, that's not good when that happens. And that's what we're trying to avoid. But just think about it. The principle of zero trust to me really means at every single point in time, what if this layer of security has failed? Then what is my next line of defense? If you start thinking that way, then you start, layering in the security and you start really understanding also the impact of a breach. What data could be compromised then? How far can they get?
One of the things we do is to do a lot of things for our clients, including the research. We like to look at things, beyond what this market offers. We like to research. We like to see what the world over is doing, and in the process, identify solutions that are different, rather than look at traditional way of looking at things.